Wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might better now that we have all the...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be...
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course.
Oh, and it was good to talk. We should do it.
It appears our work here is... a shame. I was enjoying playing when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, followed by a rigorous, perhaps someone ought to warn you.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid. Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, but you'll be pleased to know that work on...
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that is supervising the construction and testing of the ship.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let...
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into this, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not...
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna...
It's finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer.
Thank you. Clive, Blackthorn, that's one down and just 3...
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and will be needing a displacement...
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, Ice. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any up?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of that's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance. But now she's so close to being... I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice. Not from the... In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you all? All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, sod our plans.
Are you sure about that?
Something tells me it's...
He'd be proud of you.
You,
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. We'd finished sending half the Ida away. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing.
She said that. In those words.
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no... She'll probably be halfway to Canva, but...
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes held?
Obelus.
Yep. In a boat.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh. But anyway, I was on my... Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncles...
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on me.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty...
Well, nothing next time you plan on visiting Sid. You might want to tie her to...
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit that just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven...
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my...
Oh, by the way, Jill, she's got some things to take care of.
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Crack the crystal too.
Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Hopefully it's nothing. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Cont, I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brow. Didn't like him. Which you've not been working him too hard at.
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything. Yep.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on, and you might still be doubting your craft. Perhaps sharing your thoughts, might it?
That bastard's like a dog with a... Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a sink. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon lighter.
So that's what's troubling.
No. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it.
I'll see what I can find. Sharper swords are always well, and we can't have our master blacks.
You're a soft touch, you, but I can't say I'm not great.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows. You're looking well.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again, aye?
I suppose I am, yes. But...
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go... Which made it nice and easy finding...
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go, Nick. Fine. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more money than sense, which is why. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalham.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's...
I appreciate the warmth. Lawsman.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But of course, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with...
I rather think she might be right. Though all canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for them, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the Bones Lady frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon fire. As to where one might find a suitable substitute,
I don't recall ever seeing...
And little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting.
Even so.
Good hunting, Clive.
Oh, I'm never drinking again. Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
They told me she was building a ship.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may... And it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping it from...
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What?
So let me get this straight. You forget, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who need...
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends.
each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well,
We have that much to hand? I can always up.
No, we don't. And no, after the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better. Besides,
All right. But that doesn't... Is there anything I can do to...
there might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. A little something Sid and I set aside, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt, probably.
I'm sure there will be.
But you know how it is with this place.
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2?
because...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen...
Well,
Don't worry.
really?
No.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back. All done?
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Well... Here, Sid.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a lovely bit of kit. Problem is, it won't always get... Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking on.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper...
So what exactly do you...
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained. You pour the blackest blood. So, I did. And do you know what I found now?
I take it that's where I...
I saw a billet on... Would have gone myself, but...
All right.
Thank you, Coin.